Mandipuna. Mandipun. So the first word, the karma, what Buddha taught into the Diamond Kara Sutra, the Vajrakara Sutra. So the verses, first one, the karma, the star. Rabrib, then rabrib, my translation is defective view. Defective view. So you see, the text talks about so while you're eating food, it looks like that your hair dropping in the food, your vision that your head falling down, I mean, dribbling, I mean, sorry, dropping, vision, like that. Illusive vision, like that, you see. That example given in the text is Sahiba, which is not there. So, so as I introduced before, start the reality. See, I, action, object, some on this hell, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, happiness, problem, everyday life. The whole thing, you see. It is not. It is not saying non-existent, and non-existent, nothing exists. It's not saying that. You see, then you are falling nihilistic. It's nihilistic. Two extremes. One extreme, you fall another extreme, nihilistic. Other one is eternalism. Things existing from its own side. Things that truly exist. Things exist by itself. Or things real. So, same. What we, every day what we talk, real I, real action, real object, real this, real that, it's all same. So you see, all these not saying, so do not exist. It's not there. It's not saying that. That if you are believing that, you are falling nihilism. You are not a middle way. Either nihilism or eternalism, that things exist from its side, or things, things truly existent, or exist by itself, or things are real. So the meaning of real is the same. Those what we every day what we talk real. So then you are believing that, you are believing these, the way these things appear, and you believe this way, then you feel eternalism. So you see, it should be a middle way. It should be middle way. How it appears and how you believe it should be middle way. So you see, yes, all these things exist. Things exist in mere name. Things exist in mere name. Is the most subtle way existing. Hmm? You see, more subtle way, the way the things exist, the way that I exist, the way that everything exists, the more subtle meaning. So, because they exist mere name, merely labeled by the mind, by the valid mind, relating to the valid base, not just anything, but valid base. So, therefore, they do not exist from its own side. They exist in the mere name, are action, object, all the phenomena exist in mere name, merely labeled by the valid mind, relating to valid base. You see? So, because you cut the newspaper, small pieces, you cut a lot, small pieces. Then you call dollar, or what's it called? The European money. Euro. You call euro, or you call US dollar. So then, if it's up to the label, it's only up to the label, even without relating to the valid mind, but it's only up to the mind what you will label. Then, then you should go to shopping. All those newspapers, you cut pieces, then you go shopping. If you go shopping, they will think you are crazy. If you go to bank, they will think you are crazy. You have to go to India. You have to go to mental institute. You have to go to mental institute. You carry the money. You go to a supermarket or a department store. Then you push them. Oh, this is this is $1,000 or this whatever. They will think. You need to go to mental institute. So that. Yeah. So mere labeled by the valid mind, not just on anything, but valid base. That's why you need a valid base. That money is made by the government, that is used publicly, that's used by the government, that accepted by the government. So all the characteristics that are accepted by the government, so should be like that. So see, valid base. So that's the valid base. So then your mind merely input and dollar, merely impute dollar, merely impute dollar. You see, so it comes to Yeah, so see, exists mere name like that, miserable but the valid mind, relating to reason, relating to the valid base of all the characters, all the characters except at the government, you know. So officially accept all that. So that dollar is existing in the mere name. You see, if you think, well, it exists in the mere name. So we have to meditate. For you to understand clear, you have to meditate precisely. So unbelievable subtle, most unbelievable subtle what the money is, what the dollar is. It exists, yes, but it exists in mere name. Unbelievable subtle. The same time. So, therefore, if you get that idea, therefore, the dollar do not exist from its own side. You have to know clear that. Do not exist from its own side. At all. So you see the dollar existing from the emptiness. Do you understand? This emptiness doesn't mean doesn't exist in even name. Not that. We're not talking that. I already told you at the beginning. Yeah, just told you that it. So you see, the dollar, what exists, is not a real dollar. Existing from inside, not real. Why? Where they appear, how believe, not that. No, because not real, because do not exist from inside. Do not exist by nature. Not truly existent. So, so totally empty. The dollar exists, but it's totally empty at the same time. It exists, but it's totally empty from its own side. You have to know that. It's empty from its own side. That you have to know clear. It's empty. So money is not, dollar is not the empty of dollar. Dollar is the empty of exist. Dollar is the empty of real dollar. You understand? Dollar is not empty of dollar, but dollar is the empty of real dollar. Sorry. Sorry, bathroom is tearing your ears down. The inside the ear, there's a what do you call it inside? Wax. No. Yeah, drums. So tearing the ear, tearing the drums. Buzzing. Anyway. Yeah. So, including dollar, eye, action, object, all the phenomena exist. Because it's not empty of itself. It's empty of the real I. It is empty of the real action, the real object. It's empty of the real thing. So, because it is empty of the real one, the existing from its own side. So then, from that, then from that it exists. It came to existence. So it exists while it's empty. From its own empty. It exists while it is empty, or existing from its own side, by itself. Into the entry of the real one. And so while it exists, it is empty. While it is empty, it exists. Like that. So you see, the emptiness and existing, that which is a subtle, dependent arising, the existing in the mere name, merely labeled by mind. So those two, you see, are unified. Those two are unified. Oh, that is the correct. That's the correct. Oh, right view there, because a person goes, however, correct right view. Oh, only the wisdom understands that. Oh, you see, unification of because emptiness and dependent rising, emptiness and existing, or unified. They don't exist separately, they're unified. Oh, so then all that wisdom then can eliminate the root of all the oceans of your samsara. All the oceans of your samsara. Oh, the root of your oceans of your samsara, oh, they eliminated. Oh, only by their wisdom. Only by their wisdom. They realize a person gets view. Madhamika, person gets view emptiness. Not the minute start talking about emptiness, my emptiness, my religion, emptiness, but there's, this is best. My emptiness is best. Actually, so a person can give you. Oh, it's wisdom is seeing emptiness in the meaning of dependent rising, subtle dependent rising. Dependent rising, subtle dependent rising in the meaning of emptiness. So, you see, existence and emptiness unified. All has that. All of that, then can eliminate ignorance, the root of samsara. You're holding the I, the true existent, real. So anyway, you see, as I mentioned, it's there. Not just truly existent only from objects and another. You go finer to recognize the object or subtle object reputation. The person gives views object reputation, then the subtle one. Even though it's labeled, but it's not middle labeled, but because there's something existing from samsara or that. Those are the. So that hallucination, that subtle hallucination, that has to be realized. That has to be realized. First of all, recognizing that the gakcha object to be reputed. Or then once you recognize, then it's a minute that, then you see empty. Then you see empty, as it is empty. That. You see, shunyata is what talks in Buddhism, is something which is not that, but you make it to be empty, not like that. That is the kind of nihilism. That is nihilism. You know. While the eye is there, while your eye is existing, and then believe it is not there. As I mentioned before, nihilism. No, it's not that. Something which we haven't discovered from beginningless rebirth, due to that ignorance, you see, believing there, so appearing the hallucination, the decoration, so the real I, then believe in that. That belief, that concept holding, that belief, that is the ignorance. The ignorance holding true existence. That's the root of samsara. So then, according to the teaching, they're holding the aggregates also is real, appear real, believe real. That is also root of samsara, true. They believe the appear the eye so real, then believe in that. You know, not just mere level by mind, but something by going finer, then something slight exists, something slight more than that, the mere level by mind. So you see, so appearing, believing that from beginningless rebirth, up to now didn't discover that that is total non-existent in the reality. So then we suffer. That's why suffer from pain and suffering from change, all the samsara pleasures, suffering from change. Then what those two sufferings came from pervasive compounding suffering. The aggregates is pervaded by the delusion and karma. So it's provided by, it is under the control of delusion karma, so it's all the aggregates is totally provided by suffering. That's the nature of suffering. Then the one what explained in the text is that so the aggregates caused by delusion karma is contaminated by the seed of delusion, seed of contaminated seed of delusion karma. Because of that, these aggregates are provided by suffering. So, by meeting conditions, because this contaminated seed of delusion karma, so rises from that seed again suffering and delusion. So this. This. So this is the foundation of the truth of suffering of pain, suffering of change, all the samsara pleasures. So therefore, for the Buddhist, man suffering to have aversion to renounce, to be free from the pervasive compounding suffering. If you are totally, so by generating renunciation to that, by realizing how that is natural suffering, then you actually path, you are able to free from that suffering. Then you are free from that suffering totally, then you are totally free forever from suffering pain and suffering change. Then you have a blissful state of peace for yourself. Forever. You see? So this is the main Buddhist, for Buddhist, this is the main to realize, to recognize, to realize natural suffering and to generate renunciation from this. That's so then the other one is, by the way, comes that. So that's the main meditation. Renunciation. So that's a quotation. Pension of Children, I don't remember how to do that. Maybe I mentioned another time. So so you see, the things exist, I and action object, all that samsara nirvana. I mean, hell, enlightenment, samsara nirvana, happiness, from all the exist. You see, exist. Exists mere name. Mere input about mind. So therefore, so therefore, see, So everything is empty, do not exist from inside. Everything's empty. So emptiness, you see, for our mind, emptiness is because things are empty, they exist. So, but you see, we don't, for our mind, hallucinant mind, I mean, just like me, of our ordinary people's mind, you see, emptiness is kind of doesn't exist. For our hallucinant mind, doesn't exist. That is real, but and then you see the appearance of decoration or the appearance, the truly existent or the existing from its society, the real action objects, everything, hell, enlightenment, something, everything, real happiness, real problem. Real relationship, real husband, real wife, real children, I mean, real wealth, real this. So it's all that. See, what is not there? You see, what is not there in reality? Then it appears real from that. Then we believe 100%, no doubt, real. Oh, things which is not there will appear, believe there. Oh, total opposite. You understand? You have to know that. Still, as our life is like this. That's discovering truth. Discovering truth of you, falsehood of life, truth of your life. Most important. One of the most important. You have to know that by coming to Kopan, crossing the ocean, with so much expenses coming here, you have to know that. You have to know that. Otherwise, you cheat yourself. Yourself have been cheating from beginningless birth. Yourself have been cheating from beginningless birth. So then, still don't realize emptiness will cheat forever. You cheat yourself forever. Then suffer in samsara without end. Not only no beginning, but no end. So then you see what the way to our hallucination, the way things are appearing, the way we believe. You see, it's the hallucination. So that's why defective view in the text is dropping, it's like the vision dropping hair, in the food, like the vision, or like that. Now here, so the whole thing is a defective view. How things appear to you, how the gomba appears to you, how the painting, all that. You see, how you drink tea, how the tea appears to you, how the eye appears to you. It will be more clear, a little later. So anyway, all these things. You see, so it's not there. So it's a defective view, rabrib in Tibetan. Kama. So the reason, the kama, the emptiness. So the brightness of sun is stars there, but bright, sun so bright can obscure the stars. Oh, that's it. So the, you know, everything is just because empty, but then you see, it doesn't appear, you don't see, like the star in daytime. So, see, so all that. So then, what I believe is a rabrib, defective view. When you do like this, eyes, you know, when you do liberty cross like this, you see a lot of hairs, kind of round, or, you know, a lot of going like this, you know, and a lot of hairs when you close down liberty eye, but it's not there. So, like this. It's the same day and night, alive. Yeah, maybe now, but a little bit later I mention. So it's all hallucination. It's not true. Our whole life, from birth to death. You know, how things appear, how you believe. It's all hallucination. Defective view. More than. So, this verse is so important. Unbelievable, but the meditation, the understanding, so important, so important. Shows truth of your life and false of your life. You understand? Like that. Yeah, we finish. This mirror.
Through these mirrors, may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, the beautiful folds to be delivered from samsara's ocean, protected by the waves of aging, sickness, and death.
So the purpose of my life is that not just to working for this life, think of this life is no difference with the insects, with the fleas, or the mosquitoes, or the banana slugs, or any such slugs, or the what's called two bodies, two things. Then you break it. Shell, yes. Well, then those shell animals. So no difference. Life, no difference between them and you. So therefore, then of course that, listening Dharma, meditating, listening, reflecting, meditation without motivation, no different from the animals, insects, what we can see. So the nothing special in life. In the world, you learn this science, that science. So you have so much degrees. You have so much piles of degrees in the piled in the room and office. But east to west and this and that. And you are educated like that. No difference from the insect. Also like that. It's life. Your life is no different from the insects. Correct. That's the purpose of life, not to be reborn lower realms back. We came from that. Then purpose of life is to not be reborn back from where we came, not that and to receive higher birth, just that, not just that. And even to achieve the freedom samsara, the forever, the achieve nirvana, it's not just that. then actually, or then free from or then should not fall in the lower nirvana and the great nirvana, or then the Buddhahood, great nirvana Buddhahood, or then to achieve that for sentient beings. For every single, then numberless sentient beings, but for every single sentient beings, not left out even one tiny insect, besides human beings, any types and then to achieve enlightenment, so the Buddhahood, total cessation of obscuration, completion, realization, so sangye in Tibetan language, and the English that, all that sort of this. Very scientific. It's the only translated from Sanskrit. It's very scientific. It's not something not scientific. Only you can't explain. Not scientific. Logically can't explain. Only believe it, but not a scientific explanation. None of that. Whole interpretation, what Buddha taught, the Vedic teaching, Mahayana teaching, Sutra, Mahayana teaching, Tantra, all logical. But that's so so this time we received the not just human report, the perfect human report. This one time received, to achieving full, to achieve the Buddhahood, total cessation of the great complete. To every sentient being, for the benefit of every sentient being, to free them from origins of samsara suffering, and to bring them the Buddhahood, so on. Then therefore they wanted to achieve omniscience. Then therefore they wanted to explore the path. Need to purify the development and create necessary conditions. So therefore, they can listen to it. Yeah, then today I should explain that before talking emptiness. Then, so as I mentioned, I think the last of the advice was, the teachings mentioned to dominant practice. I mentioned Arjuna's words, Whatever suffering sentiments have made ripen to me. Whatever happiness made I have made ripen towards sentiments. Then recite that. Recite not only in your room, the times, but also especially when you go, when you're traveling, or in India, Nepal, for example. You see always suffering. The people, animals, also general, and then you see, so much it's been suffering with pain. Unbelievable. Suffering with change, and then the previous component suffering. As I mentioned, you see all kinds of Dharma. So you see there are different words. Online practice, different words you recite. While you're walking, you can back a river. You carry your bag or rucksack. Rucksack? Yes, what you carry? Huh? Rucksack. Rucksack. Carry bag. Anyway, where you're walking. Think that's suffering sentiment. It's all the time. It's a mind thing. Well, then do this practice. There's different prayers. This and then the Kasara in the Guru Puja, Tena, therefore, Jizun Lama Tujin. Jitun, so Jitun, so I translated. It's an R translation, perfect. Jitun is perfect. So that you see, Dharma Kaya, the Geshe-la Rinpoche, Monoma teacher who gave teachings on the Mahamudra explanation. Composed by General so Dharma. So when the Shila explained, he explained Jitun as Dharma Kaya. So anyway, the explaining, it's talking about the quality of the Guru. Jitun. Talking about quality of Guru. Then next one word, Guru. Then Jitun Lama. Tujijin. So this is how you have to realize. From our side. So the Lama Tujijin, so the kind one. Kind one, or having compassion. Manjudravi, Tigdiv Tungakun. Marutan, the Dala Membatan. Manjudravi, Tigdiv Tungakun, all the Nigirkama obscuration. Obscuring Manjudri, the transmigratory mother, transgrading mother, Yeah, transcript. Suffering obscurations of transcript. What is from beginning to birth. When you do it, then Maru Tandala member Thomas. Maru is every single obscuration suffering. Every single sentient beings. All not left out even one. All their suffering, obscuration, has a negative karma obscuration. Malu Tanda. Tanda right now. Dharma member thanks ripen to me. Oh, right now. Ripen to me. Malu Tanda Dharma member thanks. That's one practice. Take others. Then Dage Dege Shela Tangwa Yin. Dage Dege Shela Tangwa Yin. My happiness and Dage De. De is happiness. Ge is a virtue. So the so that all the past, present, future, all the past, present, future, all the virtue, there's not, you see, every single virtue of the past, the present, future. They is the result of the virtue. They, all the Catholic present, future, up to enlightenment, everything temporary, ultimate, the nirvana, and the great nirvana, enlightenment. So everything is the result of virtue. So you give Dage Dege Shela Tangwa is by giving to others my happiness virtue, by giving to others, so numberless sentient beings, others, not somebody whom you like or who loves you, no. Every single others, numberless sentient beings. May all the Drokun, so may all the transmigrate beings, please bless all the transmigrate beings. To have happiness. Means up to enlightenment. Not only just temporary happiness, just a few minutes, few seconds, a few minutes to have happiness. Not talk that. Up to enlightenment. The ultimate happiness, one is the liberation from samsara, or the blissful state, peaceful, forever. And then in great nirvana, the enlightenment, the total cessation of obscurity, completely realized. You see, means all the happiness, not just only a few minutes happiness, pleasure, not that. All the happiness you give, charity to every single center, on the to have happiness, them to have happiness. Oh, this is also very good to go over just like a son of one payment, while you're walking, very sad. So very good. So good. You see, when you go, you see all kinds of suffering. Defective body, all kinds of things. All the suffering. You put down. You put down I'm so well, and all this put down. The suffering. You don't think. You kind of forget, try to forget. You see, that is. Yesterday I told you the story. That monk, his teacher left, didn't pay attention to what she asked to help, to carry other side river. Didn't do any help. Then his disciple monk came. Then she asked him to carry back. Then got unbearable compassion, grabbed the backside. Then when the water, then it didn't have to cross. When it happened the water, then his karmic obscuration is purified by carrying hard. Then he didn't say, sorry. So you are not here yesterday, so I must repeat again. So, what often is going to say, that, you see, there are two people, and you, who is more precious, are the two people, the wish is more important, the happiness. Two people are happy than you are just one. Two people so important. Then people, or the 100 people, 1,000 people, millions of people, all they like in the country, when they vote the president, so most people they vote that win. So that you see that. Now here sentient beings, other sentient beings, numberless the helping, numberless angry, numberless animal, numberless human being, numberless spirit being, numberless astral being, numberless intermediate beings. So they see what the happiness do not want to suffer, not just like yourself. Other things, you see, how it was so important now to eliminate, to work for them. You to work for them, to eliminate them from suffer, to free them from suffering, and to cause them to achieve the happiness after enlightenment. So that's so important. I got exhausted from that. So that's why important to live the life for others, not just live for yourself, but live the life for others. Never listen to this. To free them from ocean samsara, suffering to bring to enlightenment, Buddhahood. Then I was talking, so they were not here yesterday, so I just I repeat again. So they, then na. So now one person and you, one insect and you, who is more precious? You see, remember I mentioned to you? Those are very important meditation. Very, very important meditation. So then you see, if you generate compassion if you cherish compassion, if you cherish one sentient being, one insect, one sentient being, one person, there's enlightenment for you, Buddhahood. If you renounce, you don't cherish it, let's say this is your enemy, you don't cherish that, there's no enlightenment for you. There's no Buddhahood for you. I told you yesterday. 100%, no doubt, clear. Then for that reason, to understand, I told a story. So, that many stories, just Gizul Timbowa, great yogi Nagochapa, his disciple came in the same path, this place where there's big water. So this lady, full of leprosy disease in the past, blood came out. So unbelievable, people looking there. So she asked, can you bring me other side water, river, you know? Oh, then the monk then he unbelievable compassion rise. Then without no thought of among this lady in the canoe, just not only that, but even disease you can get disease, contagion, disease, leprosy. Leprosy disease, without thinking that, unbelievable compassion. Immediately grabbed, carried back. Then, just in the middle of the river, then his karma, before the deity, enlightened big deity, Dwajapama, Simsabhadra Yuginiya, it is but could not see very ordinary, filthy, dirty like that. But that is the karmic obscuration, pure, finished, purified, unbelievable compassion. Even that one being. So, see, now can see that the enlightened being as it is able to see without ordinary, impure appearance, hallucination, without that, can see the Japangma. Then the deity, the female enlightenment deity, Doji Pamo, let the monk, without need to die, let the monk in the pure land, Vajrayogini pure land, Takbakhaja, so, and then there, definitely you become enlightened. Oh, not like Amita pure land. Amita pure land, definitely you don't get reborn law realm, but there's no opportunity to practice Tantra, so the Bodhisattvas, they pray to be born here in southern continent where we are, and where there's Tantra teaching existing, experience, taught, and so that's the one reason why we're so fortunate to be born here, or the Tantra teaching existing there. So that, so the Kadure, oh, that Tabakatu, then you become enlightened. Oh, so probably before he's good enlightened, he's enlightenment is possible. So anyway, there's a compassion. So I'm saying, even if you are, especially your enemy, or you don't cherish, don't generate compassion, you don't practice compassion, no Buddhahood for you. I want to mention this. Generally, convention Buddhists teach text. I don't remember the text, name of the text. So Compassion Buddha said, you see, I think, Buddha said, maybe telling the Bodhisattvas was emphasizing, follow one Dharma. Follow one Dharma. Don't follow so many. Follow one Dharma. Oh, that is compassion. That is compassion. If you follow the compassion, then everything will come. All the Dharma, all the realization, everything will come. If you follow compassion, then all the Dharma will come. It's mentioned. So, you see, because if you follow compassion, you see, because the reason of compassion, then you need to develop your wisdom. So you see, then all other realizations come. You look for. I mean, they come because main pursuit is about compassion for sentient beings, for numberless compassion. Compassion for numberless sentient beings. You see? So, all the realizations, it comes like rainfall. See? Then also, see, Kamala Chila, the Gomrim graduate meditation, Kamala Chila. Oh, that's a grateful living, so mentioned. This this great compassion, he said. Also, these are normal texts what he often teaches. You know, how to meditate, see, how to practice. So, this great compassion, even you walk, even you're going, even you are standing, whatever you do, so even you're eating, sleeping, whatever you do, it says, Jonathan, in all the conducts, it says. Great compassion, if you are walking, if you are standing, in all the conduct, in all the action, in all the time, in all the action, in all the time, train the mind in compassion towards sentient beings. That means sentient beings, not only boyfriend, you have got a father, mother, somebody who love you. Not that. All the sentient beings. You know, every sentient being. You understand? Every insect, mosquitoes, every snakes, everything. No. 제가 이제 지금부터 쟁으로 좋은 탐지다. 그 탐지도 이노세. 심지어 탐지를 공부 차오스. 여대 그소리. 네 곰림 가만히서. So I was struggling. Yeah. Sometimes I was struggling. Even when you're talking to somebody, it's good to bring up compassion. You have to talk about compassion. Even normal talk, bring up compassion. So it makes it worthwhile. You know, for yourself, for others. So I say, so that you see, that is what brings to enlightenment quickly. The automatic to achieve enlightenment is through every general compassion, even to one sentient being, one insect. That's all the story. That's the mini story, but I think I know about what I don't know many. So you have to keep in the mind, keep in the brain, keep in the heart. That's important for you, and to benefit numberless sentient beings. Okay, then stop here. Maybe some have to have dinner. Some have to be enlightened. Just one more thing, but I think and I mentioned this gone. Benjamin Shakeshiri mentioned that Jina Dewa Sosunga. Jina Dewa Sosunga. Dunga Kunji Dunganku. Jina Dewa Sosunga Peten Nanga Kamasho. Dunga Kunji Dunganku. Dunganjasu Kempasho. That's important. Practice. As I mentioned, it's also when you're walking, when you're traveling, when you're walking, so is suffering. So you to keep on reciting that also very, very good. So when you're happy, then you dedicate your happiness to collect merit. You dedicate your merit to others, to collect merit. So, not that was so though, you see, for example, you are eating, this is not only telling you, telling also myself too, practice, you know. Well, when you are in the 5-star hotel or 10-star hotel, you know, 15-star hotel. Anyway, then because there's some comfort around, say, then you dedicate to all sentient beings the comfort and all the comfort and so much. So you dedicate for helping hungry ghosts and numberless hunger, health, hunger, animals, human beings, dedicate to all sentient beings like that. Or even eating delicious food. You're eating $1,000, $1,000. Maybe sometimes $1 is more delicious than $1,000 food. I think maybe sometimes. Anyway, I'm joking. So, so anyway, delicious food. Then you dedicate the pleasure, the numberless helping, numberless hunger, numberless animal, numberless. So you dedicate. You give it to all things like that. So, see, so dedicate you, when you are happy, then dedicate your happiness to sentient beings, like marriage. I think that was also. And pendant nanga kangwa shows. And nanga kangwa shows. Katore. The happiness benefits. Happiness benefits. With the whole sky filled with the happiness benefits. See, whole sky filled with the happiness benefits to happen, made happen. So means you can, yes, you can pray for, yes, for all sentient beings, but it is for every sentient being, for every sentient being, for every suffering sentient being, happiness benefits fill the whole sky, like that much. For every sentient being, suffering sentient being, happiness benefits fill the whole sky that may they receive. May they receive happiness benefits every sentient being. Fill the whole sky. Fill the whole sky of happiness benefits may they receive. May every sentient being, suffering receive. Understand? Then Duna Kuji Tungakus. When you are suffering, do not Kuji Tungaku, like when you're worried, or you know many things, when you suffer, then take all the sentiment suffering. Take all the sentiment suffering. Do not Kuji Tungaku. See? Duan Jasu Kambasho. Mad Kasure, oceans of suffering, be dry out. So that means every sentient suffering, if you only suffer, every sentient suffering will take only suffer. So as I mentioned before, of course, then destroy your ego, you see, from where all the suffering came, the same. All the sentient suffering take only suffering. Then every sentient being, every sentient being, you see, oceans of suffering be dry out. Every sentient being, oceans of suffering be dry out. That's so good. So all your walking, so not only in the room, but you see, you practice the verse. Do not do a so pendant and conscious. Do not go doing it to get my show. Or didn't say, yeah, didn't Karina, that stop there. So, should mention to Donglen practice, to just some ideas. So, it's the most important practice of Bodhicitta. Oh, that's very important. So I have some those who have jina, then maybe I speak a little bit before you fall asleep, before you go to bed, just right there. Huh? What? No time. So maybe. Okay? Yeah. Okay. No, tagetini sabe que va a tener roa con la que me che va giù solo don traba e me ni morendo sa giù. Chanjo Sanjo Rinpoche ma jeba na jeba nyamba meba yu kone kong ora jo gwa die ni da lama sanjen ju jenen ro wa ji jama ro wa ji mo wa shu thank you very much. Okay.